I'm Hannah Ryan. I'm a student at Lakeland Community College, about to graduate with my Associates of Arts degree. I plan to major in special education and minor in youth ministry at Concordia University, Wisconsin. The play you're about to see is a one-act about a family and how their lives were affected by 9/11. I hope you enjoy.
September 11th, 2026. Nelson living room, late afternoon. Eloise sits on a couch watching the news. Theodore walks in, home from work, and looks at the television.
You're really watching that this year?
It's been 25 years, Teddy. I think I can handle it.
Okay, I trust you. I'm gonna go change, okay? You know where to find me.
Theodore exits. A beat. Molly enters.
Dad home? Does that mean we're getting dinner soon?
Molly notices the television.
Is that the 9/11 thing? Oh, I totally forgot that was today. What's for dinner?
Come sit down, Molly. I think it's time I told you a story. You remember my sister, Maisie? Well, you know that she died a very long time ago, right? It was 25 years ago today. She was in New Jersey at the time, and we lived in California.
Why was she in New Jersey?
I'm getting to that. She was visiting Uncle Andrew. You remember him? She went every fall, right around her birthday.
September 6th, 2001. Maisie's bedroom, mid-afternoon. Well, packs a suitcase.
I know, that's what I said. Regardless, I firmly believe that Jack very much.
Daisy, I do hope you're packing up there.
I am, Mom!
Maisie tosses a single shirt into her suitcase.
Anyways, I firmly believe that Jack likes you. It's the only explanation for why every single one of his friends has talked to you in the past week? Come on, you have to ask him out.
Ophelia picks up a coat.
Do you want this packed?
Stop avoiding the topic, and no, I'll wear that on the plane. You know how cold they get. Seriously, Ophelia, what's the harm in asking him out?
What if he says no? I could never show my face again at school. Again, that would be terrible.
Okay, but what if he says yes? You two would be adorable together. If you two aren't dating by the time I get back, I'll tell him you like him myself.
You wouldn't dare.
Of course I would. Want me to call him right now?
No, absolutely not.
Then you'd better confess before I confess for you.
Ophelia, sweetheart, it's time to go home.
Ophelia opens Maisie's bedroom door, finding young Eloise right outside, eavesdropping.
Eloise, mind your own business.
Young Eloise runs off stage. Ophelia exits the opposite way.
I eavesdropped on them every chance I got. And I got plenty of chances, too. Ophelia was always at our house. She was our cousin, sure, but she was Maisie's best friend. Anyways, we didn't really hear much from Maisie when she was gone. She was only ever gone a few days, so it didn't really matter at the time. But Uncle Andrew told us the conversation they had right before she boarded.
September 11th, 2001. Maisie and Andrew stand in front of an airport gate.
All right, you know the drill. Let the flight attendant show you where you're sitting. Don't talk to strangers. If someone offers you candy in their van, don't accept it. Oh, wait, no key vans on planes.
Yeah, I know. I'll have my mom call you once I get home, and I'll give that teddy bear to Eloise and the snow globe to Ophelia as soon as I can.
Good. I'll see you later, okay, kid?
Bye, Uncle Andrew.
Of course, Maisie had a habit of talking to her seatmates on planes. As often as Uncle Andrew and Mom told her not to talk to strangers, she always did. She thought everyone was interesting, no matter how boring they were. I've always wondered what the person next to her that day was like.
September 11th, 2001. A flight attendant shows Maisie to her seat next to Elizabeth.
Here you are. If you need anything at all, press that button right there, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Is this your first flight?
Oh, no. I've been making this flight every year since I turned 11, maybe 12.
Oh, really? What for?
My uncle lives in New Jersey. I always visit him around my birthday for a few days. What about you? What are you here for?
I'm going on vacation. I know it's a bit of a strange time to go, but I have an odd work schedule.
Oh, why's that?
I'm a nurse. It's hard to get time off, so I tend to embrace whatever I get.
That's cool. Is that fun?
Well, it's hard. You have to be devoted to make it work, but yes, I think it's fun.
During the following monologue, the set changes back to the Nelson living room, late afternoon.
I'm sure you know where this is heading. Your plane was hijacked by terrorists who were aiming for the White House. But the passengers tried to take control of the plane. The hijackers didn't like that, so they crashed into an empty field in Pennsylvania instead of the White House. Nobody on that plane survived, but those passengers saved hundreds of other lives that day. You can go back to playing now. I'll call you down for dinner, okay?
She made it to heaven, though, right?
Of course she did. She's perfectly safe up there.
It won't happen again, right? They're not going to try and attack us again.
Well, you know I can't promise you anything, but because we can't control other people's actions, right? Just our own. However, I doubt they'll try it again. We got them into pretty big trouble after the first time. Don't worry about it, okay? Your dad and I are going to keep you safe, no matter what. That's our job.
Molly hugs Eloise, then stands and begins walking away before stopping suddenly.
Mom, do you think Aunt Maisie would have liked me?
Of course she would. She would love you, darling. More than anything.
Eloise and Theodore get ready for bed.
I told Molly about my sister today. She took it well, which was nice.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're talking about it.
Yeah, it's good. It could have gone a lot worse.
Just what?
I don't know. It's silly, but I wonder what it was like on the plane. That's the one place I couldn't eavesdrop on her.
Interior airplane, mid-morning.
NICU, that's for premature babies, right?
Right. It's unbelievable at times how small they get.
A commotion is heard off stage. Passengers are quick to react. Several reach for the phones.
Hello? Can you hear me?
What's going on?
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Commotion slowly fades out as the lights dim. Maisie takes center stage, a spotlight on her.
They say that right before you die, your life flashes before your eyes. Everything you've done, everything you've accomplished, it all comes rushing back to you. I haven't really accomplished much, but not even my future came to mind. The longer I stayed on that plane, the more I realized that the only thing I could think about was how much I wanted my mom.
Lights up on Eloise in bed, looking distraught.
I hate thinking about how alone she must have felt. I didn't tell this to Molly, but I can't stop thinking about the funeral either. I was, 10? That sounds about right. It was hard.
Eleanor and Frederick stand outside of a funeral parlor. Young Eloise is with them.
Are you ready?
Yeah, ready as I'll ever be. Come on, Eloise.
Eleanor leads young Eloise and Frederick into funeral parlor. General hushed chatter. Clear absence of a coffin, but plenty of pictures to make up for it. Young Eloise remains in Eleanor's shadow, trying to stay out of the guest sight. Ophelia walks up.
I'm sorry about everything.
That's okay, Ophelia. Hey, you're still welcome at our house anytime you want, okay?
Okay, I'll come over, I promise. Bye, Aunt Eleanor.
Ophelia returns to her mother, with a tall, somber-looking boy next to them.
Come on, Jack, let's go.
Do you know how excited Maisie would be if she knew Jack and Ophelia got married? She pushed for them to ask each other out so much before she left.
Eloise gets into bed, Theodore following suit.
Oh, and have you seen their newest ultrasounds? It's a girl. They're planning on naming her Margaret, or Maisie for short. That way she's not directly named after some dead girl.
She's not just some dead girl, Ellie. I know I keep asking, but are you okay? Honestly?
Honestly, Teddy, I don't know. I like to think that I am, but it still hurts just as badly as when it first happened. Especially during special days like when Molly was born or on the anniversary.
I know, it's tough. But it's good that you told her.
Yeah, it is. Good night, Teddy.
Okay. Good night, Ellie.
Hello, my name is William Brooker. My show is called The Battle of Sutatutul. The story is a young chief named Swift Fox joins her friends Avernus, Moonchild, and Quamara to get to her brother's temple and find the secrets hidden there, all while being hunted down by Nymphus Grey and his forces. Without further interruption, my excerpt. Okay, scene 6, part 1 starts. We are in Nymphus' castle. Henry and Nymphus are at the table. Suttle is sitting next to Nymphus.
You let them do what?
Sir, let me explain. You see, there was a little boy with a rifle, and the boy shot me. They ran away. After that, we chased them, and we have them, but Kumar showed up and cut off my hand.
So Kumara was behind this. We will make him pay for his crimes.
Yes. Yes, we will, Master.
Satul, bring in my dinner. All this is quite tiring.
Yes, right away.
And as for you, Henry.
Oh, please, Nymphus. Don't enslave me. Don't kill me.
Oh, Henry. Sweet Henry. I wouldn't kill you.
Oh, thank you, Nymphus.
I have something far worse for you. The torture chamber.
Nymphus drags Henry off stage. After a little while, screams of pain are heard off stage. Suttle enters, sets the food down, and winces at the screams.
No. Oh God, no.
Blackout. Scene 6, part 2 starts. Quamara, Zan, Moya, Avernus, Moonchild, Fox, and Gordon are on stage. They are on Aurora Beach very early in the morning.
Good morning, Gordon.
Hello, Zan. I see you brought friends.
Hello.
Gordon, we are looking for a way over Lake Beaumont. Do you have a boat for 6?
A boat for 3. I have to return to the turtle people. And Zan and Moya have to help the homeless Fox Clan people.
Goodbye, Kumara.
I'll meet you outside the crags.
All right, I ain't got all day.
Gordon, we need a boat for 3.
Yes, soon would be good.
Let's see.
U.S. Soldier 4 enters to eavesdrop.
What you willing to pay? Lauren, you're muted.
We have a few coins. Now we would like the boat.
Hold on. We got a friend here. Bam,
So,
bam.
so what's bringing
Okay.
you?
Kelly, you're muted.
You don't know, do you? Nymphus is in charge now. His armies are marching this way.
This is horrible. Gordon, get them to a boat.
Hurry, I believe in you all. Until I see you again, my friends.
All right, you 3, boats over there. Go. Moya, help me fend them off.
Come, Zan.
Avernus, Moonchild, Fox leave to get the boat.
Comes in.
Start shooting bow and arrow off stage.
More white men to kill.
Is this the best you can do?
There's too many.
I'm out of arrows.
Fox, Avernus, and Moonchild rolling back on, carrying the boat.
We have it.
Good, now leave.
Mormask walks on. He draws his axe and lumbers toward Zen and Moya.
You're not coming with us?
No, I know my place. Go.
The three leave in the boat.
Zan, Moya, go. I can deal with them.
Goodbye, Gordon.
Farewell, Mr. Freeman.
Die, freedom fighter.
Not so fast. Die, demon monger.
Engages the fight with Mormask. Eventually, he is overwhelmed, and he and Moya run off, Mormask chasing them.
Good luck, my friends.
He charges off stage with a crowbar. Zen and Moya run. Scene 6, Part 3 starts. Fox, Moonchild, and Avernus are on a boat. Small wooden canoe with the backpack.
It was close.
Yes, it was. I hope Zahn and Mora are okay.
And Gordon.
Is a nice boat.
So, how did you two meet?
Back at the marketplace. He tried to loot the backpack, but I caught him just in time. Then we had a standoff, but Henry broke it up. Me and Moonchild escaped, and you know the rest.
Yep. Do you have a map?
Yes, I do. We're headed towards the prairie. We should make it there by morning.
What is your name?
My name is Avernus.
I'll get started on dinner. So that man, Kumara, who is he?
He's a former warrior from the Turtle Clan. He, Zan, and Moya lost their homes when the Mormask came, so they banded a rebellion against Memphis.
Oh. In the pack, we have 1 pound of venison, 6 apples, 3 blankets, a lantern, and some spices. Moonchild, turn on the lantern.
All right, I see you now.
So, Moonchild, what's your story?
What?
How you got here. Where are you from?
Oh, I was from Aurora Wood. Family owned a large cabin. We had lots of fun and memory. One day the forest set ablaze and I never see them again. Later, I found out they were not my parents. They were my aunt and uncle. My parents are somewhere out there. I then grew up surviving on own. Now I hear.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
It's okay. About you, Arvinus.
I'd rather not say.
Come on, we're all on this journey together.
I also grew up in Aurora, and I met a wonderful young man. Being young, I fell in love.
What is their name?
We grew up and we almost got married. I had a child. We were separated quickly after. Said he could no longer keep us safe. I never found the child. The man left me. Another man reached out to me. He offered me a job.
Who was he?
Memphis Gray. He trained me to be a spy. Eventually, I ran away and lived in my tent in the woods.
Who was the young man?
I don't want to say.
Who?
Who is it?
Salazar Morrow!
What?
You heard me.
Avernus, I had no idea. I am sorry. Please forgive me.
It's all right. I don't like to bring back those memories.
I am starving. Can we have food?
Here you go, Avernus. You hungry?
Yes, but serve him first.
Thank you. Who's Salivar?
Her brother. He left to lead his own people. He left me alone, abandoned.
My brother was born a leader, but never thought of those he brought down. I'm sorry, Avernus.
Let's move on. Fox, how can you speak English so well?
Well, I learned it from the leaders, the trade, my father's land, when I was a child. My father also taught me to help communicate with the white children.
Moonchild, how did you learn English?
I learned it from Henny running his mouth all the time.
How'd you meet Henry?
When he first came to the land, I stole from his wagons and him. He doesn't like that, so he tried to hunt me down. I ran and found Fox.
Nice. Oh, well, I'm getting tired. Good night.
Good night.
Scene 7, Part 1 starts. The stage is a grassy plain. Salvar is asleep. Chief Mara walks over to him.
My son, awake.
Father, where are we?
You are a spirit. You have passed on. I see you did what was right.
I do not see how what I did was right.
The time for a new leader came. You made the wise choice of Nymphus Grey.
How? He's destroying Citadel. I was blind not to see his true intentions.
He was the one who blinded you. You are not the only one at fault.
You're right. It was Nymphus.
No, not all Nymphus. I feel like it is I who deserve some blame. I should never have led you down the road to Nymphus.
It's all right, Father. I came to Nymphus seeking freedom, but I got the opposite. It's not your fault. I was arrogant.
Do you wish to see your sister?
More than anything. But first, why am I here?
As how I entered the mortal world as a spirit, I will teach you. But it is no easy task.
Father, I realized my past mistakes. I am ready to learn. That is, if you are ready to teach.
I am. Now, my son, observe.
They move to the side of the stage. Nymphus is in the throne room with the 4 owl soldiers in front of him. He is on the throne. All right. While Satul is making me breakfast, you have some time to show me what you can do. I see you have some upgrades. Sergeant.
Yes, sir. Soldiers, attention.
We have been modified with steel plates.
And armed guards along with our masks to help us hunt.
And the weapons.
Top of the line steel, forged by the finest hands.
And if their swords are lost, they have knives.
Soldiers, ready our bows.
Soldiers, ready formation.
Aim.
Ready.
Ready.
Fire.
All don't fire.
They only obey the sergeant.
I am impressed. Your soldiers are all destined for greatness. I can see it. Now, meet your squadron leader.
Is it Henry Yuntington?
No. Henry is, well, being punished. Mormazak? Mormask enters.
I will lead puny men.
Yes. It's all coming together now. Let's go down on the center stage.
Oh no, this can't be good. What are we gonna do?
We will wait. Now, you must learn.
Hello, I'm Vicky, a student and someone who loves to write. I've always enjoyed writing short stories, but this is my first real play. My show is about 3 people who find out they're being experimented on. They have lived most of their lives in a place created by an experimenter. They are often being watched by cameras, and their lives are set up to turn out a certain way. They, of course, are not okay with this and try to escape. I hope you enjoy Trapped Here.
Scene 4. Alec, Emma, and Paige are walking around a deserted dock.
Careful, Alex. Those cameras have a bigger range than you think.
Don't be ridiculous. This place is deserted. Why would they put super high-tech cameras here?
I don't know. Maybe to try to catch people who are trying to escape like we are?
Oh my goodness. You're so paranoid. I would never do something like that that would put Paige in this much danger.
I know how much you like her. That doesn't make you any smarter.
Really, Emma? You're lucky Paige is still your friend. After all the stupid things you say, the only reason I let you come along is because I care about her and respect her. Unlike you.
So now you're the one in charge of this. Paige and I are the ones making the decisions. The only reason you're here is because Paige is a nice person. You are terrible. I hate you. Get away from us.
Emma pushes Alec and he falls. Alec gets up and starts to walk away from Emma. He walks in front of a camera without noticing.
Stop! Oh my God, Alex, you're standing right in front of a camera right.
Well, nothing happened. It's fine. Let's keep moving.
For what you did there's no way we're gonna go anywhere with you.
It wouldn't have happened if you hadn't pushed me. You know what? I don't care anymore. I tried to be nice, but you make it impossible. There's no way I'm spending another second with you.
Alec walks stage right passing in front of several cameras.
Come with me, Paige. I'll take care of you no matter what.
I don't need you to take care of me.
Good luck on your own, then.
I feel bad. He was only trying to help.
I guess. How can you stand him?
Well, I kind of,
My, you are smart. I'm surprised you made it this far. You're not getting any farther, though. Your efforts are certainly commendable, but I'm going to have to put a stop to them.
No way,
Researcher presses the button on the controller and Emma and Paige both suddenly stare at the ground. Researcher snaps, Emma and Paige follow Researcher, and they exit stage left. Scene 5. A research lab with monitors and controls for people. Emma is in a jail cell next to Paige and Alec, who are sharing a jail cell next to her. They all have their heads down. The researcher snaps, and they all lift their heads up.
I'm afraid I cannot risk letting you back into the normal population. I am not sure if my controls are strong enough for that long term. Do not worry, though. I will find plenty of experiments that I can do right here. For now, though, just relax and get used to your new surroundings.
There must be some way to get out of here.
Maybe. I think I see a gap. I could fit my hand through there and reach that button.
Yes, do it.
Look, top left. Here we are.
Alec Harton, age 22, male, number 479, obedience low, future spouse, 498, blood type A positive, height 5'5".
Who's 498?
It's you. Paige Martin, age 21, female, number 498.
Look below it. Controls 1 through 4 initiated. Estimated time, 3 years until total completion. Step 4 completion in 0 to 48 hours.
Maybe this isn't the best time, but I don't think I can wait any longer. Paige, if we ever get out of here, will you please go on a date with me?
Alec, I like you too at the moment, but that's because of these controls. I want to live a real life, not one made for me. I want the same for you. We need to find a way to turn off these controls.
Emma forces her cell door open. She also opens the other cell door. They all go and stand by a control panel.
Which one is the master switch?
Probably that one.
Yeah, obviously. I'm not very observant.
It's fine. Alec, would you like to do the honors?
Alec lifts the case and flips the switch.
Why were we taken from our parents?
Where are we?
Why can't we leave here?
Where does our food come from?
I think I want a divorce. I don't actually love my spouse.
What happened?
Researcher sees the people out of the cell and tries to control her, but it does nothing.
All my hard work! What will I do now?
Scene 6. Researcher is locked in a cell. Everyone is surrounding the cell asking questions.
How do we leave?
Go past the giant oak tree and follow the stream until you reach the lake. Then take the boat to the other side of the lake. There are other people over there. Ask them for directions or something. But are you sure you don't want to stay here? Haven't you enjoyed your life here? I promise I was only doing this for science.
How did you take us away from our parents?
I may have kidnapped you, but it was for science. If y'all hadn't rebelled like this, I could have gotten so much valuable data that I could have used to make the world a better place. I could have done so much.
Stop that. You're just lying to yourself and us. No more of that. Understand?
Hey, sorry. Just, please don't hurt me. All I care about is scientific research.
Let's make a plan elsewhere. Who wants to stand guard?
I will.
Blackout.
I'm so glad we're finally free.
Right. It's nice to finally realize what it's like to be able to actually think and feel what I really want to instead of being controlled.
Yes. I like feeling what I really do. So, Paige, now that we're finally free, will you go out with me?
You're very nice and sweet, Alec, but
I'm not being controlled to feel this way or do this. I love you. And you have to love me back. That's how it always goes.
I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt you, but I don't feel that way.
No. Before you seemed like you did.
Yeah, when I was still being mind controlled, I did like you. But now I really don't feel that way. Not even a little. I'm sorry.
Why don't you?
I just don't. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Scene 7. Alec and Emma are outside the cell that has researcher in it.
Paige told me she wanted to talk to you. I'll take over here.
Okay.
Is there any way I can use these controls to make Paige fall in love with me?
Maybe. I could show you if you let me out.
How do I know you won't control everyone else?
I promise I will only touch the controls for Paige.
Fine. But no, if you do anything else, I will stop you.
Alec unlocks the cage and researcher gets out. They go to the control panel. Researcher pushes a button and switches a few levers under Paige's name. Paige enters.
Hi, Alec. I'm so sorry about before. Emma convinced me to turn you down. She stopped me from feeling what I really felt. I love you, Alec. I would be thrilled to go on a date with you.
Are you doing this?
No, I just turned off some controls put there by Emma.
Paige, I'm so glad to be with the real you.
What stop that right now!
Researcher presses more buttons and switches. Emma runs up and pushes researcher, who falls on the ground. Emma switches the master switch back to off. Paige steps away from Alec and stands by Emma.
No, Emma, stop controlling Paige.
All I did was turn the master switch off. You can be controlled when the master switch is off. Come see if you don't believe me.
Emma puts researcher back.
No, Paige is meant for me. You're evil.
Alec, stop. That's not true.
Paige, we were meant to be together.
No.
Yes, we were. Who else would you love? You're not even friends with any other guys. You love me.
I do like someone else.
Tell me. I'll kill him.
Well, Now that I'm free and can think for myself, I've been thinking a lot and feeling a lot. I've had some realizations about myself and who I am. I've kind of discovered my identity more.
As Paige is talking, Emma ties Alex's hand and puts him in a cell.
Stop stalling. Tell me, who could be better for you than me? I love you more than anyone else ever could.
Fine. I like Emma.
You're lying. Why would you lie to me? I love you.
Paige,
I'm sorry. I know you don't, but I had to tell Alex something, and...
I like you too, Paige.
Really?
Yeah. A lot.
I guess we should all go to the real world now.
It is exciting to be finally free.
I'm sure there will be help for them.
Freedom.
Finally.
Hi, my name is Lauren Shula. This short play is about a young girl who's trapped in a bunker, convinced that the world has ended. She finds a diary and writes her one birthday wish. Then she discovers the unnerving truth. Enjoy and eat your garbanzo beans.
Stuck. Trapped. Caged. Saved. Whatever you want to call it. I've been down here for a year and a half. I found this journal, so I decided what better way to spend my time than to document how interesting my life is for absolutely no one to read. Well, just to fill you in, diary, the world ended a year and a half ago. They said I was lucky, that I got saved, that everyone else is gone, and I should be grateful for my life. Well, let me tell you this. It sounds like a fair trade to give my dull, humdrum life for a day in the outside world before it became a pile of radioactive garbage.
Hey, Vanna. What are you doing?
Nothing, Joe. Leave me alone.
You're kidding. Are you writing in a diary? When you're done, we could play patty cake.
Real funny. You should enter the Bunker's talent show. Why don't you do your comedy act, where you try to flirt with all the girls in the bunker and miserably fail every time because you have a terrible personality and smell like moldy beets. I think that one is pretty funny. Or you could tell stories that no one cares about that are clearly made up because it's pretty obvious you've never actually accomplished anything.
Now listen here, you little...
Brother Joseph,
Yes, Dean?
is there something you wanted to say to Sister Vanna?
No, sir.
No, I distinctly remember you saying, "Listen here, you little."
I was just going to say, listen here, you little bundle of joy. You are so funny and nice. Bless your soul.
And what do you say to Brother Joe?
Screw you. I mean, thank you.
Very good. Now put away your silly writing and come join us for dinner.
Yes, Dean.
Me too.
March 13th, 2020. Dear Diary. Oh, geez. It's official now. I've become one of those girls I silently made fun of in middle school who would bring their scholastic book fair diaries everywhere with them and pretending like no one could easily get into them because they're passcode protected. I mean, come on. Your password was 0000. I mean, it's not like I would want to read whatever I'm not like other girls' secrets are in there. Like, who cares if Chad is cute? He's never gonna date you. You're 9 years old. You're not in love. You just watch way too much Disney Channel. I'm sorry. I needed to get that out. Anyways, it's my birthday. I've never understood birthdays. Like, oh, yeah, it was the day you came into this world. Yet so did thousands of other people. You're not special. Well, it's fine. I never really cared for birthday parties. And that works out for me because I'm not going to get one. That means no grocery store cake that tastes like pure sugar, no cheap party store decorations, and no pin the tail on the donkey. Maybe the 5 other people will sing happy birthday and give me an extra can of garbanzo beans. Sounds like the most fun I will have had in a long time. I used to think making a wish on your birthday was stupid. I still do, but I'll proceed to make one. I know there's no way this will come true. There's no magic, but still. Please, please, I wish I could go back in time for one day and spend the whole day in the world before it got destroyed. Please, please. I know I sound so stupid. Don't judge me. Never mind. I'll write more tomorrow.
Scene 3. Vanna closes her eyes and falls asleep. She wakes up in a meadow surrounded by dandelions.
Whoa, this is a nice dream. Am I lucid dreaming? Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to try lucid dreams. Okay, we'll try you first. I'll try flying.
Vanna attempts to fly but fails miserably, landing on her face.
Ow. Okay, I guess I'm not lucid dreaming. How did that hurt? This is so real. Is it real? Am I dead? I knew it. They poisoned my garbanzo beans. Bet it was Joe. Wait, excuse me, ma'am. Where am I?
You're in Portland.
Oregon?
Yes. Are you all right, dear? Your face is red.
It's really happening, isn't it? This is real? Ma'am, can you do me a favor?
Yes, dear.
Can you slap me? I want to make sure this is real.
Young lady, I don't know who you are, but this is where we go our separate ways. Don't do drugs and stay in school.
Oh my god. This is happening. I can't believe it.
Vanna frolics across the meadow till she spots a city. She continues to frolic until she reaches the city. She spots a coffee shop.
Holy schnitzel. Coffee!
She runs into the coffee shop.
Hi, what's the biggest size coffee you have? Well, whatever that is, I want it. I want a caramel macchiato with 7 shots of espresso, whipped cream on top, and get me a dang frickety frackin' croissant.
Okay then. Your total comes to $7.50.
I forgot I had to pay for these things. Oh, shoot. I must have dropped my wallet. I'm sorry. I'll take my drink and croissant and go look for them.
I'm sorry, miss. I can't let you leave without paying.
Can I tell you something? I have a motto. When life gives you lemons, yeet and skeet.
Excuse me?
Vanna grabs the coffee and croissant and runs out of the shop.
Damn kids.
The lady takes a flask out of her apron and takes a swig. Vanna ends up at the park bench, sits down and drinks the coffee and eats the croissant.
Don't feel guilty. You deserve this. I remember this park. I always came here with my family. My family! Home isn't far from here.
She runs to a gray colonial house. The windows are barred up, the lights are off, and there's a for sale sign in the yard.
What? When did we sell our house? Is this before we moved? Wait, the house was yellow when we moved in. What?
Suddenly, a newspaper comes flying at the next door driveway she's in. She runs to pick it up. She looks at the date, March 12th, 2020.
What? No.
She backs up until she hits a pole. She turns around to see a missing poster with her face and name.
Hello, my name is Alexander Brucker, and for my show I have written a murder mystery where we follow officers Jerison and Evanwood as they try and figure out who murdered the manager of the Bright Star Hotel, Candace Hassan. So, without further ado, the Bright Star Hotel.
Lights come up. Officer Jerison and Officer Evanwood enter stage left casually, on the phone, drinking coffee, chatting among themselves, etc. Chief Malone is receiving a call from the Bright Star Hotel.
What? A murder? We have not had any case like that in years. Well, who's been killed? Candace Jason? We'll be right over. Just stay where you are and tell everyone else to do the same. Bad news, officers. The manager of the Bright Star Hotel, Candace Jassen, has been killed.
That's terrible.
We'll be on our way over there shortly.
Who are the suspects?
There's the security officer, the night shift janitor, 3 guests, and the receptionist. But there's no time for more questions. Get going, you two.
Curtain comes up to see all suspects sitting in the dining area. Some may act nervous or bored, or some may act very laid back. It is up to the actor, except Mary Wright. She must be sobbing. Officer Evanwood confronts the receptionist, who is the one who called, and Officer Jerison goes around locking all the doors.
Ma'am, are you the one who called?
Yes, I came here this morning to a panic, and once I found out what happened, I called you all. I am so worried.
Please calm down, ma'am. You did exactly what you're supposed to do. Just calm down, and you're not in any trouble, but may I please have your name?
Jennifer Rain, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you, sir, what is your name and business?
My name was Dr. Colton, and I was...
First name?
I did not spend 8 years in college to be called anything other than Dr. Colton.
All right, but what was your business?
I was in my room practicing my speech. You see, I am one night away from becoming known internationally for my discoveries.
What kind of discoveries?
Now, this may sound suspicious, but I've created a toxin for military use and...
Never mind that. We know enough and we don't have all day. And you, what is your name and what were you doing last night?
My name is Gabriel Smith, and last night I was doing nothing but locking up my safe and going to bed. I don't even know why I'm here. I would never do anything like that. Let's be real. If a millionaire like myself were to commit a crime, some paparazzi would have reported me already.
Sir, everyone here is a suspect, and by law, we cannot just excuse a suspect because they say. So we're sorry, sir.
Well, what if I...
Nor can we allow you to bribe us.
Now, please take your seat, sir.
Of course, officer.
And you, sir, where were you last night?
My name is Jessie Maple Leaf, and I was simply down in the security room when the power to it was cut.
Thank you, Jessie.
What about you?
I was in the room next to Candace when she was murdered.
It's all right. You may take your seat after you simply tell us your name.
It's Mary Wright.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
I think it's Dr. Colton. He's suspicious in every way.
In all my years in the police force, I've learned never to accuse someone too early.
Blackout.
All of you stay in here. My partner and I will take Mary and Jennifer outside for interrogation.
Just stay calm, and we'll give you a report shortly.
Well, one of us did, and personally, I think it was Jennifer. Think about it, she was the only one who the officers didn't question.
Says the scientist who is making a deadly toxin for the military.
Oh, so you think I killed her?
I would find it strange if it wasn't you.
If anyone, Mary murdered her.
She was in the room next to Candace.
And she is the only other person with the key to the power room.
You understand you are accusing a person of murdering her best friend. That is just cold.
Do you wonder why the police don't want us to be interrogated?
Maybe they know we're all innocent or something. I mean, seriously, why do you care? Are you the murderer? Is that why you don't want the cops asking you questions?
Why must everyone accuse me?
I still think it was Mary.
All right. The interrogations provided useful information, but we were only able to rule out one suspect, and that is Miss Ryan. Thank you, Jennifer. You may go about your business, but don't leave the building just yet.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead to the ending of the show. What has happened between then and now is both officers went around the building looking for clues. They eliminated a few suspects. The key item they found is Mary's room key, and they have found out that Dr. Colton's serum is missing.
Officer Jern is looking through the security room, and unless we find something definite, we'll be moving on to interrogation.
Didn't find much. He wasn't lying. The power was cut at 4:38 last night. So, should we get to interrogations?
Definitely.
Blackout. Scene changes to a small room in the hotel with a chair in the center, with Mr. Smith on it. Both officers are nearby.
Now, Gabriel, I know you wouldn't want to kill someone, but that doesn't mean you couldn't.
Yeah, now spill.
All right. What do you want to know?
Everything.
About last night. Can you tell us in detail what you did?
Okay. So first I came back here at a party around 10 o'clock. Went upstairs, had a few drinks, and after a while of reading a book in a chair, I decided to go to bed. So locked up my safe, and I slept off into a deep sleep. That's it, officers. I swear. Again, if I committed a crime, it would be the top story of the news, and I would have been in jail before Miss Wren called you guys.
I must award you that's a great cover story, but I can see right through you, Mr. Smith.
But I did nothing wrong.
Sorry, he can be harsh, but I would just like to know, when you went upstairs, did you notice anyone else in the building?
Come to think of it, I did. I saw the security guard, Jesse something. I even thought to myself last night, it was a bit odd to see a guard like that outside the security room.
And now I just need your honest answer. Who do you think murdered Candace Jason?
Honestly, I think it's that security guard. He's been accusing everyone else all day. And whenever someone accuses him, he always redirects the attention away from himself.
Thank you, sir. You may go now.
Who do you want me to bring in now?
Bring me Dr. Colton.
My life's work has been stolen and I still have to be interrogated. Why am I a suspect again?
Because we think you have something to hide.
Now start talking.
We want you to tell us exactly what happened last night.
Of course, officers. I arrived here late last night around 9:30. I went up to my room to practice my speech, which as follows. Ladies and gentlemen, I brought forth my life's work, a serum that will revolutionize warfare as we know it. Also may see me as a madman. I like to think of myself as a great innovator. So I bring to you from BCX 520. It uses the basic principles of mustard gas, but can...
Good Lord, we don't have time for this. So what did you do next?
That's the thing. I was up all night, but only the sound I heard was the door next to my room opening.
That's the
security room.
Why, I don't believe it was, dear officers. But he said the power was cut.
But the only power box is in there.
So we have our culprits.
Not yet. Dr. Colton, you're excused. Please send in Jesse.
Of course, officers.
Hello, officers.
Tell us again where you were last night.
I never left the security room all of last night. Like I said before, the power was cut.
That's strange. Very strange indeed, because both of the suspects said you were in the lobby last night.
You see, I was... Okay, you caught me.
So you murdered Candace?
What? No, I was the one who took Dr. Colton's serum. He left it in the lobby, and my intention was to return it to him, but I sat outside and went back to cut the power, since me carrying around the briefcase would look suspicious. But when I got outside, it's gone. It feels so good to get that off my chest. It's been driving me insane with guilt all day.
A likely story. Still, we can't have you leave yet.
But you are done with interrogation?
As police walk back into the dining area, Mr. Smith now has a glass of champagne. The one he's not looking, Mary switches it out for another one. All suspects sit and wait for information.
We got a lot of answers, but could not tie up any loose ends. We've decided that all suspects are innocent, which means someone was lying.
So you're saying it still could be any one of us. It could be you. It could be me. It could be... Before he finishes the line, he freezes and drops his champagne glass and falls over dead.
What happened?
I don't know. I think he's been poisoned. I don't know anything in that field.
Dr. Colton, get over here.
Yes, it does appear that he's been poisoned, but the symptoms are so familiar. Wait a minute, pupils are dilated, skin is unnaturally red, and definitely after a few seconds after ingestion. Someone has poisoned him with serum BCX 520. My son's serum, someone has used it to kill Gabriel.
And we're going to find out who did it.
Everyone, calm down. We are going to prove someone guilty of these crimes. My partner and I will go to both crime scenes and try and find a culprit.
Blackout. Lights them up to a room in the hotel with Candace's body in the center of the room.
Doesn't look like much. It's pretty standard. Stab wound, a few drops of blood. How are you planning to figure out our culprit?
I'm not. I think I know the answer.
Mary's room key. Why do we need that?
Look at this. It bumps up in some areas. So, it wouldn't fit in the keyhole if it were uneven.
So what is it?
I've seen a few of these back in the 60s, and if it's what I think it is, just as I thought, a credit card knife. And of course, this end has blood on it.
So we have our culprit.
We have our culprit.
Did you find any evidence? Who's innocent?
Yes, we found our culprit.
And Ms. Mary Wright, you're coming with us.
What do you have to prove it?
Earlier, when we were in your room, Officer Jerrison and I found a room key. Now, at the time, we didn't think much of it. Upon further investigation, we learned the answer was right under our noses. A credit card knife. Deceptive weapon. It was hidden under Mary's room key.
Very clever detectives. I was beginning to think that no one would ever suspect me. Poor sobbing Mary Wright, who just saw her friend killed. And it took you so long. I was beginning to think you would never figure me out.
Why did you do it?
Why did you need Dr. Colton's serum?
Well, you see, this was not a pointless or careless murder. I was hired, told to kill her by another hotel in the area that has lost 85% of their business to this place. I spent the last few months gaining her trust. That's why, and I stole Dr. Colton's toxin because I needed someone to blame. And when an experimental scientist working on a military toxin forgot his luggage, it was almost too perfect.
Bet it doesn't seem too perfect right now, does it?
That's what you would think, isn't it? But, see, you forgot one thing. I'm between you and the door. By the time you made it outside, I would be in my car and halfway down the block.
You evil little...
I'm sorry, officers, but I have things to do and places to be.
Officer Jerrison pursues Mary, while Officer Enwood shoots Mary's tires. After pursuing Mary for a minute, Mary hits Officer Jerrison in the chest and grabs his gun. Both officers duck for cover behind the car. Officer Jerrison takes another pistol out of his belt and hands it to Officer Jerrison, and Mary ducks behind another set piece. And there's around a 20 to 40 second shootout, and the actors can feel free to ad-lib. It makes the scene better. Near the end of the scene, Chief Malone walks on stage with a baton quietly and is right behind Mary, and she turns around to get hit in the face with a baton and is knocked out.
And that's how it's done. I'm guessing that was the murderer, right?
Yes, Chief, that was the murderer. Her name is Mary Wright. She's the assistant manager of the hotel and murdered Candace Chasson with this.
I see. Well, nice job, officers. I will make sure you are rewarded for this.
Thanks, Chief.
Backup is on the way right now, so we can get Miss Wright into custody as soon as possible.
Scene is the same. Mary is awake now and is being pulled into a police car. There's no Chief Falone.
You are very clever. You've caught me, and now you know who killed Candace Jason. You can make me talk, sure, but you'll never get the whole story from me.
Put a sock in it. You have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, what he said. Be quiet and stay quiet.
Blackout. Lights come up to see a security officer looking through the security camera footage. He has earbuds in and is listening to a song and humming a tune. This goes on for around 5 seconds before there is a gunshot, and Jesse falls on his knees and holds his chest. The scene freezes. A spotlight comes up on Mary, who is either on a rise or a wing. She is wearing a straitjacket as she says these lines.
The police did well. They caught the murderer, but they failed to see that there is a bigger picture in the situation. And while the word they used was murderer, the word they needed was murderers.
Hi, my name is Annalise Klein, and I wrote Elena and Joe. Elena and Joe has been through many twists and turns throughout the writing of this process, and I'm so excited to show you the final product. Thank you, and enjoy.
Dad, can you tell me where we're going yet?
No, not yet.
Mom, do you know where we're going?
Yes, Elena, but don't expect to get anything out of me.
Please, please, please tell me!
No, Elena. We'll tell you when we're 5 minutes away. Deal?
Okay.
Elena, you are going to love it.
Yeah, but it's taking a long time. How much longer?
GPS says about 45 more minutes.
Oh.
Don't worry. It won't be as bad as you're making it out to be, Elena.
Your father is right, Elena. It won't be that bad. How about we stop and get some lunch?
Sure.
There's a burger place. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me. What about you, Mom?
That's fine with me.
All right, let's do it.
There's a lot of traffic.
Yeah, well, everyone's getting off work.
What do you want? Brett, stop!
The car crashes, lights fade. We find ourselves in an orphanage 2 weeks later, located near New York. Elena is in her room reading a book. Esme walks in the doorway and watches Elena. Elena doesn't notice.
What you got there?
Oh, sorry. It's a book about flowers from the Amazon.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Parents gave it to me.
They sound like they were nice people.
They really were. They would take me out all the time.
What's your favorite so far?
Probably the heliconia.
Yes, it is very beautiful. The green and the pink go very well together.
You know about these flowers?
Oh, I love reading books about all kinds of flowers. Someday I would love to go to the Netherlands. They have over 1,000 acres of just tulip flowers and more.
I like tulips. They're so basic but elegant at the same time. My mom would always have a dozen tulips in a vase near the entrance of our house.
That sounds nice.
It really was.
Oh, I almost forgot the reason I came up here. Mrs. Newman would like to see you in her office.
Thank you. Can I finish this page first?
I'm sure Mrs. Newman would be okay with that.
Thank you, Esme.
No problem.
Irene is found sitting at her desk writing something down. Elena walks in and stops in front of her desk.
You asked to see me, Mrs. Newman?
Yes, Elena, I did. How are you doing?
I'm just trying to get used to the place. Thank you for taking me in.
It's my pleasure. Listen, Elena, I'd like to talk to you for a moment. I normally give the new children their own room to give them space so they can easily settle in and get to know the orphanage.
So, am I going to share a room now?
Yes, but I have a good feeling you're going to like the girl you'll be sharing with.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for understanding. I'd like to tell you about the girl you'll be sharing with. Elena, do you know where your parents were taking you on the day your car crashed?
No, they were making it a big surprise.
Well, Elena, they were taking you here.
Wait, what? I don't understand. Did they not want me?
No, they loved you. They were taking you here to get a sister. They came here about a month before they came to meet her. Your parents were talking about it for almost a year.
Wait, really?
Yes, she's still here, and I thought it would be perfect for you two to share a room. Unless that would be too much for you, I would understand.
No, it's okay. I want to meet her. But can you tell me about her?
Of course. Her name is Joanna, but we call her Jo. She's 8 years old and loves flowers just like you. Your parents had come about a month earlier and thought she was perfect. She's been here since she was 3 and no one would take her in. Would you like to meet her? I understand if this is too much for you to take in such little time.
No, I want to meet her.
Okay. Esme, would you please bring Jo to my office? Thank you.
Can't believe they're taking me here.
Here she comes.
Yes, Miss Newman?
Jo, I'd like to introduce you to the new girl, Elena.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name's Jo. I'm one of the orphans here.
Hi.
Listen, Jo, do you remember those people who came over to meet you about a month ago?
Yes?
Those people were...
My parents. A couple weeks after they went to meet you, they were taking me to come get you. That was the day our car crashed, and now they're gone.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So, wait, that means that I was going to be with a family? I thought that they didn't like me.
No, they wanted you. And now you two will be sharing a room, as long as you both feel comfortable doing so.
I don't know how to react to this. I have so many emotions right now.
I know, it's a lot to take in, but you guys were meant to be together.
May I go pack my stuff up?
Yes. And Jo, you can help her.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, run along. Dinner will be served in an hour.
We find ourselves in Elena's room. The girls are packing up Elena's things.
We don't need to pack everything neatly. We're just putting it all into a different room.
Okay.
I always asked my parents for a sister. I dreamed of it every night I laid in bed. And even though you aren't my sister legally, you're my sister in my heart. I know I don't really know you, but my parents, our parents, thought you'd be perfect for our family.
That means a lot. I always wanted to be part of a family, especially with a sister. Can you tell me about them?
Of course. They're both very adventurous and would take me to different places I'd never been to. Almost every week we'd go to the carnival across the country and leave the very next day. My favorite was when they took me to the flower show in Georgia. It's the most beautiful place I've ever been to.
Wow, they must have loved you so much. That sounds amazing.
It really was. All right, I think that's everything.
Good, I think dinner is almost ready. I can smell Miss Newman's fresh bread from here. We can put your things away after dinner.
Okay. Thanks for the help.
No problem.
Elena and Jo leave. Lights fade. Oh, lights fade. Elena and Joanna are now in Joanna's room.
Well, this is it.
Much bigger than my old room. I like it.
Me too. I spend most of my time here.
I can see why. Perfect lighting to read and do homework.
Right? I saw in your room that you had some books about flowers.
Yeah. I love the Amazon ones most. My parents would let me get a new book once a month. I would love to let you borrow some. I've read them all.
Thank you. I have had to read the same 3 books for quite some time.
No problem.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What will happen to all your parents' belongings?
Well, the people at the court said I would get all their belongings once I'm 18. For now, I believe they're in a storage compartment. I did get to take everything they gave me.
So, you don't have any family to turn to?
No. My mother always said that they didn't live near here, or that they were deceased.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Now that I'm here, I'm starting to know everyone. They're starting to feel like family. Like you.
Thank you. Esme is always talking about you. She said that when you feel more comfortable around here, we would get along.
I guess she was right.
All the orphans are playing outside. Elena and Joanna and Esme are on the porch. Elena is doing homework. Joanna is reading one of Elena's flower books. Esme is sweeping.
How's the book, Joe?
It's fascinating. I had no idea that these flowers existed.
Glad you like it.
You have no idea how happy I am to have new books.
I'm glad you two are getting along.
We're practically sisters.
Yeah, I can't wait to grow up with you living on our own.
Me too. Before I met you, I was worried leaving here all alone, but now I have you.
I am very happy for you two. Just know that if you ever need help, I'll be here.
Do you think you will ever leave here, Esme?
I don't think I will. I love working with kids, and my mother runs this place. My mother says after she dies, I'll be running the orphanage.
Wow, that's great for you. You already know what you're going to do.
I am pretty lucky, aren't I?
I'll say, I have no idea what I want to do.
You guys will think of something. I'm sure of it. You guys are smart.
Thanks.
Elena gets back to her homework. Joe starts to read again, and Esme finishes sweeping. Joanna sits at a table reading, and Elena walks center stage.
When it finally came time, Joe, I left the orphanage as soon as we could. I could not wait to see the world. After we left, Joe told me she'd never wanted to get married, have children, or anything close to that. In fact, she was so adventurous. She walked the whole Grand Canyon when she was only 22. To be fair, she did one section at a time, but still. I, on the other hand, met the man of my dreams. When Joanna and I went to Virginia Beach, we dated for about 3 years and finally decided to get married. We now have 3 children who are married. All 3 of them. Can you believe it? I would have never been able to go along without Joe and Esme by my side. Joe preaches the gospel to children in Africa while I stay here working as a critical care nurse. I'm truly blessed. When you're down in the dumps thinking no one wants to help you, know that there's always someone who wants to help. You just may not have met them yet.
End of show.
This is a play written by me, Chloe McCann. It is set after a worldwide tragic event. A group of 7 misfits band together and get through many hardships and traitors. One of these characters is Heather. In the first scene, Heather tells the audience what happened.
It's the year 2022, and we live in a post-pandemic world. The disease, COVID-19, more commonly known as the coronavirus, wiped out most adults. The oldest person left is only 27. If there's no adults, then how could we know all this? Well, short explanation is the techies. Long explanation is much too complicated to tell.
Lights black out completely, and then blue lights come up, revealing a high school hallway and a bell rings. Students come out from both sides.
This was before everything bad. The coronavirus was simply a disease in China that we didn't worry about. Then the US got their first case in Washington, and that got people talking.
Walks up to a random group of girls.
Did you hear about the first case of the coronavirus in America?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Did you know people have actually died from it?
It's crazy, but I'm sure it'll go away.
No one was worried at that point. Then more cases popped up, and it was almost spring break, and it was spreading like wildfire. Some people started to worry, others didn't. Then sports got canceled, and everyone started to panic.
They canceled everything. It's so scary.
The next thing to go was school.
Okay, stay calm. It's just an extended spring break.
People went into a huge... People bought all the toilet paper and hand sanitizer. They bought food in bulk. Most people stayed inside and didn't go out. Then there were the stupid people who held parties, got sick, and died. The problem was they spread it. In the news, it talked about entire nursing homes being lost. People died and people cried, and we knew it wouldn't stop, so we started to form groups, packs. A few people turned into half the state, and soon enough, people separated into these groups. Here there are 4. The hunters, they hunt and farm for food, and they live in the mountains. They're a rough group, but if you manage to get in, they'll protect you. Then there are the influencers. They live on the coast in tourist towns, so they eat touristy foods. They used to be the popular kids. To get in with them means no one will pick on you. Oh, and you have to be good looking. Then there are the artists. They live in villages and little communities and are really nice. You obviously have to be good at some form of art to be with them. And the last group is the techies, like I mentioned earlier. They give us all the information about the other states and countries. They live in cities and make weapons for the hunters, so the hunters give them food. They're really smart.
In this next scene, we meet 2 other members.
Hey, Alex, do you miss them? Our family, I mean.
Yeah, sometimes. But I'm glad to have you.
Me too.
You're glad to have yourself.
No, I'm glad I have you, idiot. Do you think they could still be out there, though? Our family? I mean, because our cousins are only a few years older than us, and I don't know, maybe it's useless and dumb, but don't you think there's a chance?
Listen. There is a possibility that our family is out there. But why would you want to leave now?
Don't you want to have someone, though?
I do. I have you.
No, I mean a family.
This is our family now.
I guess. You just don't.
No, I don't. Now please stop talking about it.
Can you guys shut
Sam
up, please?
enters.
I'm trying to sleep and you're being too loud.
Sorry. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Now bye.
Sam, wait.
Yes, Adam.
Do you miss?
Adam, just shut up about it, all right? God.
Yes, Adam, I do. Now go to bed, please.
Okay, night.
Good night.
Okay. Blackout. In this scene, we meet the rest of the group members. Lights come up on a street where Heather stands, holding hands with Gabe. Adam is kneeling in front of Lydia talking to her. Alex and Sam are talking secretly in the background of the group. Heather is looking at the door waiting for Allie. Allie runs out, phone in her hand.
Hey, sorry. Never mind.
Okay, looks like everyone's here, so we should get going. What was that about?
Nothing.
Oh, so we're lying now. Real cool, Allie. Real cool.
A group of people wearing clothes spattered with paint. Everyone stops moving and Heather turns toward the audience. Lights go down and Heather gets a spotlight.
These are the artists I talked about earlier. This is Lavender. She's the leader, and this is her second in command, Taya. She's only 15, but is a great potter.
All lights come back up and the people unfreeze.
Oh, hey, Heather. Alex.
That's Allie.
Right, well, hi. What are you guys doing here?
I'm sorry, this is your neighborhood, right?
Oh, no, we don't mind at all. What I meant to say is, what are you doing all right? This is far from where I last saw you.
We moved.
Really, little one? Well, why did you move?
Couldn't find enough food.
Are you still having that problem? If you are, I'm sure we could give you some food and shelter.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. Only for a little while, though. We don't want to intrude.
That sounds good to me, though. You can stay as long as you want, okay? I mean, we used to be such great friends. Right, Sam?
Well, thank you for all that. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Lights come up in a big room with lots of beds. Enter Lavender, Heather, Allie, Sam, and Lydia.
This is where you will stay while you are here.
Thank you again for all your help.
Well, I'll leave you all to unpack.
All right, everyone, choose a bed and unpack what you have. We'll go to the camp to get the rest of our stuff in about 4 days.
Heather, we barely have anything right now. We need to get our stuff.
I hate to say it, but Sam is right. We didn't bring anything with us. I only have my phone.
Where's Teddy? I want Teddy.
We can't go get to Teddy for a while.
Lydia starts to cry.
Really, Heather? Lydia, what Heather meant was Teddy is going to have a fun few days back at camp with your other stuffies.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. I'll see her soon, though, right?
Yep. In a few days, we'll be with her. Why don't you take a nap?
Lydia nods and goes over to the bed.
Really, Heather? Do you know anything about kids? You need to be more gentle with them. They aren't mature like you and me.
Yeah, Heather, she's your sister. You should be gentle with her.
Why are you always taking her side, Sam?
Because she's usually right.
Look, Allie, I'm trying. I really am. But I'm not perfect, okay? I'm not as good with the little ones as you are. You have to understand that.
Well, you need to try harder.
Allie?
I do everything for us. I find food. I keep us from fighting. I try to stay calm and stuff with the kids, but I'm not perfect.
Why are you being like this?
Guys, stop!
What do you mean? You're the one who's being pushy and distant.
Well, maybe I should just leave them. Would that make you happy?
Stop! This isn't the end of the world, okay? We all have different roles in the group. Heather's the leader. Allie, you're great with kids. I protect us, and Lydia's just cute. We're all needed, okay?
Yeah. Sorry, Allie.
I'm sorry, too.
Blackout. We are skipping to a scene after Allie announces that she's leaving. This is a conversation between her and her twin, Adam. Lights come up on one half of the stage in a room full of clay and pottery wheels. In it is Lavender and a few other artists. On the other half of the stage is a hallway. Enter Adam and Allie in the hallway.
Are you really leaving?
Yeah. I hope nobody hates me for it.
I think we're all just sad.
I really think this will be good for everyone.
What about Lydia?
She has you.
What about me? Well, hey, Lavender. Sorry for intruding.
Lavender steps in front of the pottery she was making.
Hi, guys. What are you doing here?
Well, sorry. Are we not supposed to be here?
We were walking and talking. We weren't paying attention to where we were going.
Well, I'm very sorry, but no guests are allowed in this room. Only group leaders and myself.
If these are all your higher ups, then where's Taya?
she couldn't make it today. She wasn't feeling well.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be going then.
Adam and Allie go back to the hallway.
I wonder what she was making.
I'm not sure. She was standing in front of it.
Taya enters, not looking sick at all.
Oh, hey guys, what's up?
Not much. What about you? How are you feeling?
I feel great. Why?
Oh, Lavender said you were feeling sick.
Weird.
Exit
I remember
Taya.
Lavender said she was sick.
I'm not sure. She was acting really weird. I have a bad feeling about her.
In the pottery room.
That one boy, he seemed really suspicious of our work, don't you agree?
That's the bodyguard, by the way.
Reading bodyguard. Here, I'll do it. It'll be easier. Okay, Bethany, go back to that one boy.
That one boy, he seemed really suspicious of our work, don't you agree?
I do. They also say he's the smartest of their group. He might catch on.
Cannot let that happen. Cannot share any of this. No one can know of our connection to the influencers and the hunters. Got it?
Of course. I'll take care of it.
Reveals a knife.
Make sure you blame it on someone else.
Blackout.